And now, around the world and around the corner, it's the David Bowers Awards, bringing the best in indie music to millions of listeners worldwide with your host, the David Bowers. We've got a fantastic lineup of guests, as well as our engineer extraordinaire, Nick the Geek, our entire crew here at the Asylum, and me. I'm John Bon Jovial. And now, here's the voice of indie music, the David Bowers.
Thank you very much once again, the legendary John Bon Jovial, folks, and thank you, listeners, for joining us again this week for another hour of all kinds of good indie music and a couple of great guests we've got to talk to coming up in just a few minutes. First, however, we've got our first new tune of the day, and I hardly contain my enthusiasm. I want you to hear this because it is clever. It's called Wake Me Up When 2020 Ends.
"2019 is coming past. The whole world went to shit so fast. Wake me up when 2020 ends. Ruined all my summer plans, 'cause some guy in China ate a bat. Wake me up when 2020 ends. Panic is setting in. I head out to Walmart. Hand sanitizer and TP fills my cart. Thought this year would be a blast, but now I'm jobless, stressed and fat. Wake me up when 2020 ends. We're social distancing from friends, wearing masks and washing hands. Wake me up when 2020 ends. There's quarantine and travel bans, now murder hornets from Japan. Wake me up when 2020 ends. I'll binge some Netflix shows again. Tiger King's a star, and that bitch Carol Baskin should be put behind bars. And now most my days are spent trying to reach unemployment. Wake me up when 2020 ends.
Woohoo! It's finally over. You know what this means? Everything's gonna be okay.
Call Matt is an idiot, and I hate him more than anything.
Calling Matt is an idiot, and I hate him more than anything.
Hey, man.
Dude!
It's 2021!
You know what that means?
No more social distancing!
I'm coming over!
Hell yeah!
Wake me up when 2021 ends.
And there you have it. They call themselves From Ashes to New, and they're an American rock band from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, who have, among other things, they've made a name for themselves doing parodies of other songs. And I thought they did such a great job on this one that I just had to share it with you. But you've got to let me make a pitch for it. You have got to see the video wherever you go for your music. Check out the video. Wake Me Up When 2020 Ends, from the group From Ashes to New. You're really going to get a kick out of it. You're probably going to want to watch it more than once to catch all the nuances and subtleties and little things that are stuck in there that you won't notice the first time. It's really neat. It's worth a shot, and I think they may make a name for themselves off of this. They've been actually they have been pretty much a metal band, and it's funny to hear them do something that's relatively mellow, but. I think they did a good job, and I wanted to share it. What say you, John Bon Jovial?
Well, I hope the Green Day appreciates it, too, that they do a nice job. They really do. And if they're primarily a metal band, then I guess they could be metal-less on this song. But no, they do a nice job. They hit the nail on the head.
Yeah, great song. I thought they did an excellent job on it. Production was great, and Green Day and the writers will make some royalties off of that one. John Bon Jovial, how are things in Bon Jovial land today while we have a minute or two here?
Well, I think the drought may be over. It's raining to beat the band today. As of the time of the pre-record of this show, there's officially here in Florida about another hour and a half of daylight left. But if you look outside, no, night got here an hour and a half early. It's you can't see across the street. It's raining so hard, and I'm not being facetious when I say that. The sky does light up with the lightning, but then again, South Florida is the lightning capital of the world. And so we are starting to transition from the dry season now to the rainy season. The hurricane season has unofficially begun with Arthur rolling around out there in the Atlantic. Yeah. So, hey, it's time to batten down the hatches, and we can all wish that we were out in the desert of the Valley of the Sun in Tempe, Arizona, like you.
Actually, we have had another nice spell, and today is supposed to be right around 100. Yesterday was exactly 100, and the day before that we didn't hit 100. And they're saying Wednesday, which for those of you listening in the future, Wednesday is going to be, I don't know, what's Wednesday, the 20th of May, 2020. So they're saying we might not hit 90, which would be just totally unheard of this time of year. The average this time of year is in the mid-90s. So
break out the parties.
Yeah, we are enjoying. We're enjoying a very pleasant spring for the time being, and I hope it carries through to the summer because 116 is just too warm. But anyway, that's where we're at, and we're about ready to get at our first guest of the day, and want to share one of his tunes with you, and then we'll bring him in to sit and talk with us. So here is a gentleman who calls himself Larry Pascale, and his song, Just 3 Days.
I lived a life
And there you have it, Larry Pascale. Just 3 days. Let's bring the gentleman in here and have a chat with him. Larry, come on in and say hello.
Hey, guys. How is it going, man? Glad to be here, and thanks for having me.
Glad to have you here, Larry, and welcome to our little corner here. Pull up a seat on the sofa and put your feet up, and let's chat a while. You've got, you're another multi-talented artist. We've had a few of them lately, and it's a lot of fun because the artists that do more than just sing or whatever, they just have so much to talk about, and it's just exciting to talk to them. You've been known as the hired gun. How did you acquire that moniker?
Well, and it's kind of what you just said. Between being a guitar player, a lead guitar player, a lead vocalist, be able to play bass, arrange, produce. Many people who need demos done and need someone to come in and fill some spots up, they can call me and I can jump right in and help them out. So, I've been able to lend my talents in many areas, and it's been pretty interesting to say the least. And I've met a lot of people, worked with a lot of people, and it's a great feeling for someone to call you and go, listen, man, I need someone to not only help me out writing this, but I need someone to play guitar on it, or I need someone to do the vocals on it. And it's really a cool thing. So that's how it came about. It's been a ride.
I've heard you referred to also as the one-man band, and from what you're telling us, I can understand that as well. You've had with your gun for hire, you've had some pretty heavy-duty connections. I noticed that Vince Neil and Firehouse are among the names that you've either played with or for. Tell us about some of your exciting contacts you've had that you've worked with.
Yeah, I mean, so one of my favorite artists is actually, and I know you'll know these guys, is Ricky Nelson's kids, the Nelsons.
Right.
And
yeah.
I've met people, through people. So I was touring with Vince Neil, and then what happened was, Slaughter's band was basically Vince Neil's solo band. So then I met Mark Slaughter. Then we did some shows with Slaughter. So Slaughter introduces me to Gunnar Nelson. And so you see how the domino effect kind of happened.
Yep.